Okay, so the purpose of a adult pre-exercise screening tool is to assess if your client as a personal trainer will be fit enough and deemed fit enough by Fitness Australia to train inside the gym. So as of my case study here, I have Mac, and I'll just go through the pre-screening tool to assess if he is fit enough to use the gym. So first of all, to start, got his name, date of birth. When is your date of birth?
5393.
Cool. Has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition or have ever suffered from a stroke? No. Have you ever experienced unexplained pains in your chest?
No.
Do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity?
No.
Have you had asthma? Have you had an asthma attack
No.
during? No. Cool. If you have diabetes, no, you don't have diabetes.
No, I have diabetes.
Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone, or joint problems?
No.
No.
Excuse me.
Do you have any other medical conditions?
No.
So no, he's answered no to all the questions, which means he doesn't need to be referred to a health professional to go into the gym. So let's just move on with his exercise profiling. I've got his address, I've got all his contact details, and what is your number one health and fitness goal?
To deadlift 350 kilos.
Awesome. And when do you want to achieve this by?
End of June next year. Excuse me.
Do you have any other important goals?
Return to competitive strongman and reach a level where I am mobile and pain-free.
Okay, very cool. And how do you need to do this? What do you need to implement to be successful at this?
Work on my prehab and rehab and all my exercises that are going to get me to where I need to be with all my injuries, and lose some weight lose some weight will help as well.
Okay, yeah, definitely. And has any training that you've done in the past, obviously you have a history of strongman, going to help you be able to deadlift 350 kilos?
Yes.
In what way? Whatever you've done in your past training, that'll...
Oh, in the way that, I suppose I'm already proficient with deadlifting. I don't need to learn how to start from scratch. You just need to learn how to become stronger.
Okay, awesome. And are you currently exercising?
Yep.
Cool. How many times a week?
5 times a week.
And how long would you say those sessions are?
A couple of hours.
Cool. And what would be the intensity of your sessions?
Pretty chill at the moment.
Okay.
Pretty easy, moderate. I'm again not focused on lifting much weight, just focusing on mobility and not pissing off any of my injuries.
All right, yeah, definitely. You haven't been pregnant, and are you taking any medication at the moment?
No.
Okay, awesome. While I've got you here, I'm going to take your resting blood pressure.
Okay.
Lucky enough to have the machine here at the gym, but we'll give this a go.
I think this usually gets a
BMI as well.
no. Usually it gives a.
Oh, your heart rate as well.
This can give a skewed reading because of the size of the band on my arm.
Oh, okay. 177.
Yeah.
I think that's right. That's inaccurate. 160, 152. It's going down. Inaccurate. There we go. 100.
136 on 100.
136 over 100. Okay, cool. I'll put that down.
Cool.
136 and
I believe that to be not as high as it's been, but this particular machine does tend to keep my reading a bit higher than usual, and I think it's just because of a size thing.
Have you
with
had
the
it
band.
professionally done in the last 6 months?
Yeah.
And were the readings similar to that?
This similar to this with a bigger band.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, at least we know that it's
Yeah,
average.
130 on 100 is all.
I've got your waist measurements here.
Yeah.
So your waist to hip ratio is 1:07.
Yeah.
And obviously someone
Go on.
Someone of your height and weight would
Yep.
be classified normally in the Australian category as either overweight or just unhealthy, but obviously that's not the case. It's
I
just,
believe it's morbidly obese.
yeah, it's just the fact that you definitely have way more muscle mass than most people do. And then I'll just go on to some lifestyle questions.
Yep.
How active is your job?
Sedentary, not very at all.
Sales officer, fitness first.
Yeah.
How active is your day, including training?
Real bit sedentary.
Yeah.
I mean, the only kind of exercise I'm doing is like lifting in the gym, and my sessions aren't fitness orientated. It's very much strength training.
Yeah. And how much sleep do you get a night? Do you get less than 7 hours, more than 7?
Yeah, no, I'm usually more than 7. I'm just kind of around 9. Usually quite typical.
Nice. And in the past month, have you ever been physically restricted by your health?
No.
Never? Cool. And in the past month, how often have you been emotionally affected by your health?
I haven't been.
That's very good. And with your diet, you tick that you feel there is a few changes that you can make to improve your health.
Yeah.
Do you just want to expand on that? Because you obviously have a strong knowledge of nutrition in the past competing in strongman. So what do you think there's room for improvement on right now with your diet?
I think just maybe adjusting to like a stricter like macro profile, micro profile. Like I'm pretty onto it when it comes to how much protein I'm getting per day, but I don't really measure anything else.
Yeah.
I don't measure carbs or fats. The only kind of measurement that I'll do is like scale weight every Monday morning in the same circumstance on the same scale.
Yeah.
To
get the most accurate.
Yeah, I'm just measuring like my body weight dropping at the moment with,
Awesome.
with my weight loss. But there's always room for improvement, right? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just in that case, as I'm not a health professional in nutrition and dietetics, I feel like everyone can benefit from seeing a dietitian and where and when not to implement changes into diet.
Yeah.
That would obviously complement your training and complement your lifestyle.
Sure.
With an exercise plan going ahead with a professional, closer personal trainer like myself, who will eventually specialize in that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many days a week can you commit to with training? Would you prefer to train with a personal trainer?
Twice.
Twice a week? Yeah, cool. And what time of the day would you like to train in?
I prefer evenings.
Evening? And how long would you like these sessions to be?
Minimum at an hour.
Yeah, okay. Very cool. Very reasonable. And what fitness activities interest you?
Fitness, not many.
I have you down for like slow, like steady state cardio.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like walking,
Yeah.
the weights machines, stretching to improve your mobility and flexibility, like you said. So
Yeah.
mobile for your big lifts, free weights, bit of sport. You don't like group X, and you would take an interest in something like yoga to improve your mobility and flexibility.
Absolutely.
Okay, and what intensity would you like to exercise at?
With a trainer?
With a trainer, yeah. So you're in your one-on-one session, you've got these 2 sessions timed out of your week to
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
What intensity do you want to be training at for that 1 hour time?
Either a reasonable moderate intensity to a higher intensity. Could use those specific sessions with the trainer to lift heavier under guidance.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel more comfortable when you're doing stronger lifts, knowing that you have a health professional watching you?
Definitely,
Yeah,
yes.
awesome. So I've got all this here, that's all signed. And what type of fitness activities do not interest you?
Running, ball sports, swimming, most aerobic fitness
Okay.
or exercise.
Yeah. Anything that's intense, basically,
Anything that
and requires coordination.
no, anything that takes away from like my personal goal, which
Yeah.
is to be strong, not necessarily fit.
Yeah. So you'd be looking at definitely a coach that specializes in strength and conditioning and strongman training and just strength programming.
Strength programming.
Especially to complement your goal of a heavy deadlift, which is what you want in the next 8 or so months.
Yes.
Very cool. So all the information I've put on my pre-screening and that'll be scanned and uploaded on my document, and that has all his measurements and everything accurately